of big volume, you know. So it's
Right.
like I've had some.
I think you could say it's a bigger payday, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it's just a whole nother, like, the insurance are bigger, the projects are bigger. Like,
It's
any
more,
contract you land is like 100K, 200K up, right? 'Cause you're
no,
multi-million-dollar projects, right? It's like
right.
substantially different. It's a whole
So I
nother
think
field.
even if the like the economy, like the residential side went down, like I think the
Right.
commercial side will still, you know, stay afloat because there's
Right.
still always going to be like schools or hospitals or stuff to be being built. You
And
know?
the more we grow, because population grows every single day,
Yeah.
the more you gotta, schools get filled up. You need a new school,
Yeah.
right? Hospitals, right? So there's new cities popping up
Mm-hmm.
because housing is required, right? Like, especially people here in Tennessee are running tier, right?
Yeah.
They're running from outside. Like, I hear people are running from California because the tax is so high. Florida,
Yeah.
we get people that are running from Florida, California, Chicago.
Right.
We're just, I feel like that center hold right now. Amazon has that huge plan, right? Because the taxes are cheap here. They have warehouses right now. Tanger Outlets is opening up, which is literally one exit. It's the place to be, man. It's like it's booming, right? Like,
and it's like a lot of people listening, like the audience will be like, nah, stop moving here, you know? Like, you've heard it too, you know? Like, don't come here no more, you know? But we're like, man, come here.
Come here, you know? It's like yes, traffic sucks, but our income is based off of people moving here. So we can't really complain about people coming.
And I mean,
when it's our job.
Like, if you want to start a business, you know, like if anybody wants to start a business, like this is the perfect place to do it. You know,
Right.
like it's
your taxes are cheap, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the landscaping or lawn mowing business is right now, but I mean, like I feel like they're booming too. You know what I mean?
Booming.
I mean, just from the growth, like overall, like I mean, everybody's doing well. I think, you know.
I just feel like people don't really have that issue here of unemployment.
Yeah.
Like, here, if you're unemployed, I really do feel like it's by choice, because it's like just everywhere you drive, all you see is apply.
Right.
Start tomorrow. Like.
But it's all about, it goes back to mindset, you know, like discipline mindset, how they were raised. You know, some people want to work hard, some people don't want to work hard, you know, so you get a little bit of both, you know. I've always been, you know, me and you've always been disciplined to work hard, you know, so it's like, it's not a problem to us. Like, I could, you know, if the company goes down, I could start again tomorrow from scratch, and I, you know, do the same thing,
we'll be okay. And it's like right now, like, we're recording this on Sunday, and I really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to be out here, because it's like,
you're welcome. Yeah, no problem.
It's, some people don't want to do anything, or it's like, oh, it's my day off, and it's the biggest thing for this channel is, I want to give back, or I want to give the audience, I told you the message, right? It's like for them to see, Latinos, and especially, we're Latinos, first gen, right? Starting out, we're making a name for ourselves, and it's like, there's no excuses, right? Like, see me as an example, but also see you as an example, and the other guys to come as an example, to see how, we weren't started, like with $1 million, or like we weren't given like a substantial fund.
Right.
We weren't given like a hand to hold, and yet, like we're making it, and we're also, what are we doing right to give back, right? Because this is giving back.
Yeah, and I mean, I think even if you are on the wrong track, on the wrong path and doing something wrong, like, I mean, this is also never too late to turn around and start again,
When we were in college, right, there was like 30, 40, 50 years old,
50-year-old,
going to school, right? So it's just a matter of, quit making excuses for yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Get up off your ass, and then tell yourself, you want change,
Yeah, it sounds harsh, but it's like,
it's true. It's like sometimes it's like,
yeah.
I would much rather somebody dislike me for the stuff that I want them to change, because at the end of the day, like, any change in that person, or you want somebody like your siblings, parents, dude, you don't gain anything. It's just the betterment of them, like you see the potential they could be, and if they don't see that potential, it's so sad, because it's like, last thing I want is for 5-10 years to pass, or their whole life, and they they aren't happy with themselves, and it's like, dude, like, you can do so much, right? It's just it's a mindset, right? Like, shit, life isn't easy, but get up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't give up, because it's like, you can quickly fall in that trap that we've seen happen many, many times.
So it's just like, when you told me about this podcast, and I was like, I'd like to be part of it, because it's like, you get to talk back to the community, or to like the younger people, to the youth, like,
but also, like you said,
school.
People that we went through high school with, right? Old peers of ours that may be stagnant, and in their life today, and it's like, if what we say resonates within them to, like, make that change, then mission accomplished. It's like, again, it's never too late.
You don't have to go to school. Like, I mean, not everybody has that time where they can be like, okay, I'm gonna go 4 or 5 years to school. But like, I mean, if you start, like, if this like fuels somebody, like start a business, start cutting grass, start doing something. Like, I mean, you can start there.
It's like, look at you, like, you went to school, but you're not using the degree. There's no need for it, right? But you went and got it for a plan B for your parents, right? That was beside the point. But also, just like what I told these guys in an earlier episode is, if I'm correct, you graduated debt free. We did this stuff debt free, right? We paid anything we owed. You know, we were even getting money back just because of academic, right? Staying on top of it, right? And anything that you do owe, pay then and there. We did it an extra year because we were working full time. So whatever you got to do, like my girlfriend, Gabby, she went to school for 8 years, you know, because she's a DACA recipient. Oh yeah, and you know, she was getting charged out of state tuition, and it's like it was so much more expensive, but she still that was no reason for her to give up. You know, it's like she took it even slower, but she finished. You know, and I'm proud of her for that because it's like, you know, there's no situation, finance, or anything that tells you to just give up on it. Like
and there's like there's no finish line to how much success you can accumulate or like how well you can do. I guess the ultimate finish line will probably be death, you know? You know, like if you're still alive, you're still cooking it, you know, you can still do something, you know, like your life can change in 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, you know?
You know, we've seen stories, you know, like the Iron Man dude, right? It's like he became, you know, a huge like actor in his 60s, right? Harry Potter author. It was like in her like 30s, 40s, right? Before she made it, you know, the book actually kicked off, right? But if you never give up and you keep trying it, right, like sooner or later you'll find yourselves. And I think that's where, you know, where I want to end off today, right, with the audience, where it's like, you know, show them that, you know, we're, you know, even though we are doing well, right, which another day, you know, I want to go more in depth of, you know, maybe finances, if you're open to that, for them to see, you know, just how much, you know, maybe like the company's generating, right, just for them to see, though, you know, in the sense of like how much it can and how much more you can grow. But it also depends how much you work, right? That takes more time for a whole nother. And I'd love to have you back on another episode. To go back
as long as the
it.
Fed's not watching, you know.
I'm
just kidding.
You know.
But yeah, man, we definitely gotta do this again.
This is all hypothetical, right?
Man. But yeah, we didn't do this again.
And also, you know, let's I'd like to have you back, you know, one of these days. You know, to just go a little bit. If you have a few more questions, you know, or questions that I want to ask you about, you know, what could you advise the audience, you know, to change about themselves? Like, what's one thing, you know, financial, you know, maybe knowledge, but also like, you know, personal, right? That you feel like, you know, advice that you can give the younger gen. Imagine if like you're you know, one day your child's watching this video, right? Or, you know, like a younger sibling or cousin or somebody, you know, a younger gen, right? Somebody's child, you know, what do you want them to like take from, you know, biggest piece of advice from you? And, you know, just a few more questions, right? That I feel like, you know, again, just give the audience a little bit more knowledge or background here from you, because I think you know, I'm really happy with today's episode, and I appreciate you making the time to come out here.
We'll do this again.
Hopefully we can do this again sometime.
Yeah.